There are many well-known endangered animals, like the tiger, that are being conserved in the wild and in captivity, but there is one endangered species that is getting less recognition and less protection, and that is the green peafowl, which is a large bird found in Southeast Asia. Green peafowl are a relative of the India blue peafowl, which is more commonly known as peacock, which is actually the term for the male bird. The female bird is called a peahen and the baby is called a peachick, but as a whole they are called peafowl. The green peacock and peahen are both very colorful and can be almost indistinguishable except for the peacock's train. Green peafowl are larger than India blue peafowl. The green peafowl consists of 3 subspecies, which are the Javanese green peafowl, Burmese green peafowl, and Indo-Chinese green peafowl. All subspecies are considered to be endangered. This magnificent bird needs more protection to help save the wild birds and their native habitat, which are being threatened constantly. It is good to have concern for the captive populations of green peafowl, but it is even better to help conserve them so that they may thrive in the wild, where they will truly have the best life if they can be kept safe, because they are hunted for their meat and extravagant train feathers. Green peafowl chicks, eggs, and adults are collected for the pet trade, and farmers poison adult birds because they are thought of as a crop pest. Habitat change and disturbance are also threats for these birds. Green peacocks shed their train feathers after every breeding season, so there is no need to kill them for their feathers. There are a lot of other animals that people could hunt for meat that live in the same area as green peafowl, such as the sambar deer. A big problem is the capturing of green peafowl to use as pets, because many people want to get their hands on pure green peafowl, and sometimes they may not care where exactly they come from as long as the birds are pure. Pure green peafowl can be very expensive, and some people may only see taking chicks and eggs as a way to make profit and not care about the long-term effects. Perhaps if local people could be paid to observe and document green peafowl, it would lessen the negative impact people have on the wild green peafowl. The farmers poison green peafowl that eat their crops because the farmers complained to wildlife officials that the green peafowl were consuming some of their crops. Yet the officials said that there was not much that could be done since green peafowl are endangered. Thus, the farmers decided to take the matter into their own hands and started poisoning the green peafowl. Wildlife officials should come up with an alternative plan where they give farmers a dog that will chase away the peafowl and hopefully scare them so much that they will not come back to the farm. As for habitat issues, the encroachment of people into green peafowl territory is probably not going to stop, yet maintaining and adding on to existing wildlife parks and sanctuaries will help ensure that green peafowl will always have a place to live without the fear of people moving into their area. If the wild populations of green peafowl continue to suffer from numerous factors, there will be a heavy dependency on the captive green peafowl at zoos, bird breeding facilities, and personal backyard aviaries. That is why there needs to be lots of captive breeding stocks of pure green peafowl. Many people would rather have the India blue peafowl than the green peafowl. This is because it can be more difficult to care for green peafowl because they have a low tolerance of withstanding cold temperatures. This means that in areas where winters can be cold or snowy, green peafowl owners must have an indoor building that is heated or insulated. Also, it is said that green peafowl act wilder than India blues. Some green peafowl owners say that in the breeding season their green peacocks attack them when they enter the pen or when their birds are very easily spooked, while others say that their green peafowl are tamer than their India blue peafowl. Finally, there needs to be a simple, creditable, easily accessible guide for identifying green peafowl so that bird hobbyists can correctly identify the various subspecies to help prevent the mixing of the different subspecies or forming hybrids between the India blue and green peafowl, a practice that is becoming rampant. Mixing green subspecies can cause the offspring to be shorter, and sometimes they will be less colorful. For quality green peafowl that will go for more money, breeders will have to pair the same green subspecies together. This will ensure that not only green peafowl are conserved properly, but that their subspecies will be correctly conserved also. It is important to help save the green peafowl because this bird is so uniquely beautiful in many ways, from its vivid colors to its array of vocalizations, that it would be a big tragedy to lose forever. With correct regulation on hunting and proper breeding programs with accurate documentation, green peafowl can live on and inspire others to help conserve endangered species so that years from now, children will be able to enjoy these beautiful creatures just as people have for years in the past.